Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. This is the second video in this series, and what it is as you know, I've been involved with a collaboration that's been hosted by RachandBellaCrafts. For those of you that don't know, it was run from the 15th of March up until the 15th of April, and she had a guest designer called Angela Kerr, the lovely Angela Kerr, and between them they produced two kits. Angela's got one half of the kit and Rachel and Bella have got the second half of the kit. The kit that Angela's got is bright and shabby, and the kit that Rachel's got, Rachel and Bella, is rustic and grungy. And every day for the past month, two designers have been making projects in those themes. Rachel gave them prompts, and then they had to do either a shabby and bright or a rustic and grungy version of that project. And then at the end of the month, if you've been following along and producing the items, you will have enough ephemera to fill a journal, more than fill a journal. So that's what I've actually been doing. I was on the design team, so I had to produce a project and incorporate it in this journal. As I've been following along and watching everybody's things that they've been making, and it's been astounding, you know, the inspiration that you'll get from watching the videos. I can highly recommend them. And what I was hoping to do, as I said in my previous video, I was hoping to do a flip-flop journal, which, if you don't know what a flip-flop journal is, it's a journal that you can turn back to back. So you put one that opens that way, and then underneath, when you turn it round, it opens up the other way, if that's how you describe it. And I was hoping to do that, but because there's been so many projects, I've had to do split my idea, and I've had to produce two journals. And if you can see, the projects were titled Crafting a Garden Story. These are all the designers that have been working daily. So I mean, there's at least 60 people I think there, and so you're going to end up with lots to fill a journal, and I can vouch for that, because these are the two journals that I have produced. So as you can see, if I turn them on, they're back to back. They've both got 4-inch or thereabouts 4-inch spines, and too much, to actually do a flip-flop journal. I mean, if I turn that over, that's how it would sit. You'd have it like that, sort of, if that makes sense. So yeah, so what I decided to do was do two journals. Keep one for the shabby and one for the shabby and bright, and the other one for the rustic and grungy. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to look at the rustic and grungy one. Now, I will confess that I'm more of a shabby and bright person, really. I love the grungy things that people produce, but I know I'm not the only one that, I do find it difficult to make things really grungy. So I really admire the people that have just got that artistic flair. So my journal, when you look at it, you'll be thinking, well, that looks like the shabby and bright journal, but I have tried, I promise you. And some of the projects that are in it, help to make it a bit more Rustic and Grungy. So I haven't finished the cover yet. I hadn't got enough material because I bought, as I said in my previous video, I did buy one of Angela's bundles, and unfortunately, because the journals became so, they exploded into two, hadn't got enough material to do them the same, and I wanted to keep them in the same sort, same material. So this was the only thing I'd got large enough to do cover 2 4-inch spine journals with, and but I hope you like it. It's fabric done by Laura Ashley, and I'm just using this as a little wraparound closure until I decide, how I'm going to decorate the fronts. So the first little project that was done right at the very start of the collaboration was this one, and it was done by Rachel from Rachel and Bella, and it's a lovely little book that was made with vellum. And Angela did her pockets with vellum, the project that I showed you in the previous journal, and this was done by Angela. And you think that you've got the same title, that you've got the same prompt, but you produce two totally different totally different things. So that's the fantastic thing about having two designers on every day, because it gives you two versions of the same project, and you get more sort of more inspired that way, I think. So yeah, this is a lovely little project. It's got a pocket tuck spot there, and then it's full inside. You should fill the cards in there in each of the pockets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a pocket at 8, sorry. So some of them have got little side pockets as well as having a pocket in the top, like that one there. And somebody did mention that it'd be a good idea to put seed packets in. You keep that in your garden shed, hang it up in the garden shed, and you've got all your seeds in it for the year. So I thought that was a great idea. So it's just done with eyelets and some twine to hold it together. So yeah, that was one of the projects. And then this was another project that somebody did, and I'm trying to wrap my brain, so I do apologise that I can't remember the lady's name, but very rustic and grungy, this one. So this was my take on it, and I'll open it up and show you what she did, but I thought it was fantastic. So you've got the opening there. A daisy, so that opens up. I'll take that out. This flips down, and you've got this flips from underneath there. You've got that little wheel there holding it in. You've got a tuck spot in the front for a card, little envelope in there. That flips down and it opens out that way, and yeah, you've got lots of your seed packets in then, along there in the tuck spot. And I thought that was super duper. So that tucks under there. I'll leave the closure till later, save time. And then turn it over at the back and you've got a lovely pocket at the back there. So thank you for that project. It was, and I've just stuck a couple of charms on the side there through the eyelets. So I really enjoyed making that one. So yeah, without further ado, we'll go inside. So this was another project, and it was the secret pockets. Now if I take that out of there, the way that we've folded the paper on there, you can't really tell that there's a pocket there until you actually slide the pocket. So these were the two versions. That was one of the secret pockets that was done, which I showed you in my previous journal. And then this was the second one, which I thought was genius. That you've got that secret space there. And then what I've done is I've used a Tim Holtz paper clip at the top there. You've got a secret writing space there too. So you've got 3 secret bits on there. And then what I've done is I've just made a tag to go at the back there, and that's held on with a little mini paper clip on there. Hope you can see. And the papers in this are absolutely gorgeous. This was another project that a lady did, and it's got a tuck spot at the back. This was made of vellum, and it's got a little booklet in. I've made mine so that you can actually take it out to change the booklet when you've run out, rather than glue it in. And that tucks down there into that little lip, so it's a bit like a Matchbox card really, and it's got a pocket down at the bottom with some ephemera in. Then there's some Edith Holden page, and then we've got people did things with ruffles. This was one of Rachel's projects where we used her freebie kit, and she produced some flower petals. And what I did is I made some, oh crikey, I've forgotten what they're called now. Made some of these centres, Suffolk puffs, that's it, Suffolk puffs, to go in the centre of the flowers there. So thank you for that, Rachel. It was a lovely freebie, and the flowers were gorgeous. So what I've done is to make them a bit more rustic. I've actually stamped on the petals, so to give them a bit of a more grungy look. This was one of my projects where I enlarged one of the images in the kit to make some large welly boots, because I love that picture. And this is an altered envelope that I made, so I've just enlarged some of the things in. So very simple to do, just, you know, making it out of an old envelope. Use some of Rachel's pockets with some cheesecloth and put some of the fussy cuts on, and then put an image on the back, and then make a tuck spot in the back of there. Excuse me a minute. There we go. This is a little flip out, and I've made a pocket in the back there. So I've housed a tag in there, and just finished it with some of Angela's lace. And this was an idea from one of the ladies as well, which I thought was great, was to embroider the centre of the daffodils, so making some little tufts, which I did. So I thought that was a great idea, and thank you for that. So that was another of the projects that you'll find on the videos. And what I did some French knots on this side, which makes it more textured. So and then I just made a pocket on the back there. So that was an over the page envelope. That was done with an altered envelope as well. So I've just folded it that it goes right over the page. Then you've got a nice gardener there with a lovely squirrel, and some book page. There's something on there, I think. Yeah, a bit of glue. I'll have to. There we are. This was another project that I saw one of the ladies do, Now I'm not sure if she was part of the design team, I can't remember, but that's the design of the paper, and then you lift up the flaps and you can squiggle something on the back of these. I thought that was a good idea. So I included that into the journal as well, as I have with most of them. Small book page. There we go. Altered paper clip there. A tag that I've lengthened. I took one of the images and made it a bit longer, so they're a bit more elongated, those butterflies there. This was one of Rachel's ideas. Now she used lace on hers to make the flowers. But I'd got some, like, I don't know whether it's made of silk material, and so I used those for the flowers, and she rolled up book page to make the stems, and this was a freebie, from one of her freebies, and I've made it into a little tuck spot there. And this was also on the freebie, this flower pot, and I made a tuck spot there too, and just put that there, and I fussy cut some birds and just sat them on the front. So you've got book page there, and this is a pocket I made with the kit, and I've used one of the little seed packets there, put some sentiments. Some of them are sentiments that I had in my stash, and some of them are, you know, from the kit. The yellow ones are from a freebie belonging to Jez from Jez Creates, so I thought that was nice because it matched the yellow in the cards. So thank you for the freebie, Jez, it's much appreciated. And then I made a little out of one of the tags. I've just stuck them together to make two little pockets, so you've actually got little tuck spots in there which I haven't put anything in yet. So that was an idea of mine. And that's one of the tags, lovely. It's just got some these were the ideas from Jez. She put butterflies on hers, but I hadn't got any more cut out, so I'll have to add those at a later date. And it's just a bit of cheesecloth, and sorry, that's going to get caught. Let me just pop that in there. There we are, that's better. There we are. So yeah, they were Jez's tags that she made, which were lovely. Look at the images, lovely bees. That was a project done by Gail Agostinelli, who used some guest checks, and she put them, you know, prettied them up with the papers, which I thought was lovely. And it flips over the top of the page, so she decorated the front and the back, so I followed those. And then that's the image I used to do my gatefold. So as I said, I just cut down there and you know, printed it out onto card to make the flip out, make the gatefold, should I say. There's a little flip out there. Secret writing spot. This was one of Jez's envelopes. She did some envelopes out of some letters, old letters, and it's got some writing paper in there to write on, which I thought was lovely. There's another one, the second one of those vellum pockets with the little notebooks. So I made two, one to go in, there we are, and that comes out of there. So there's lots of writing space in this journal. Another pocket at the front, and then I made a little pocket there. Now this was one of the ladies who was making her tags more vintagey looking, and I thought this was a great idea. Was she actually put book page behind her focal point and rolled up the corners and tore them all up and you know, made them look really scrappy, and I thought it looked quite effective on that tag there. So I've put a pocket on the front of this book page, and then I've stuck some of the tools. I've enlarged them a little bit and put them in with a brad so that you can manoeuvre them and manipulate them as you wish. This is a flip out that I made, and what I did, I think this is one of mine, I made like a grungy pocket, and I've put one of the ladies on the front there, and that's a tuck spot, and this is also made with an altered envelope. So basically I've put some papers on and some fussy cuts on out of the kit, put one of the envelopes on the front to make a tuck spot there. You open up the side of the envelope, and I've enlarged one of the cards, put a tab on it, and then what I did is I put I don't know if you can see, it's a concertina pocket, so if you can see that there without me breaking the pocket, I fit that on the front and put a little tag in there, and some tags from the kit. These are from Rachel's kit, lovely little tags, and that's there. And then I put some tags here with a pocket, and I've put some charms on. There's a frog and a butterfly on there, and then you've also got a pocket opening there. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but if you're careful, you can get, you can get it out. There we are. Make sure it's not interfering with the centre. And that closes there. There's the centre. I'm going to do something in the centre there. And then I've got another pocket there with some fussy cuts. That was one of the ones that I did in Jez's series. So very simple to do those. And then put some fussy cuts at the edge of the pocket. Another flip out. This was one of the projects that was done on a kit. Now the lady that did this, she did a wraparound one that went, it was a belly band, and the belly band went right over the page. So you had half of it on this page and the rest of it on here. But what I've done is I've put it all on because I wanted 2 tuck spots. Because I made another one of these little booklets, you know, out of the folder there. And all I've done is done a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, put some beads on the end, and made a little booklet. So I wanted that to house the booklet in there, or I could go at the back and pop it in the back and then pop something else in the front. So I haven't put anything in the front of that yet. I'm going to put a little envelope or something in there. This was another tuck spot, a flip out. This was a project done by one of the ladies. I can't remember who it was. And it was just a 2-layer. So you've got a tag shapes, and it was, oh, I think this was Bella. This is the altered book page. So I've got some vintage book page under there, and because she did quite a few projects, I think she did about 5 altered book pages, book page pockets, should I say, and there's some lovely ideas. I made a little tag there, with a swinging charm, and it's got a little envelope in there. So that goes down there. This is another of the concertina projects. I can't remember who did this one, and so it's got plenty of space for you to put your cards in. And I downloaded some little cards off the internet, all to do with grow. They're dictionary cards, they are. Blossoms, but they're all garden related little cards. So I've packed the pockets full with those, and I've made a little closure with some crinkle seam binding at the top there. Just tighten that up, and then I've made a tuck spot just to sit it in and hold it, which I've decorated with some fussy cut daffodils there, and a little glass butterfly. There we go, some more of the lovely pages, vellum page there, and that's the end of the second signature. Look at those images, aren't they gorgeous? So we've got plenty of place to fill yet. Another of the cards that the lady did, where I said that she to make it look more vintagey, she put book page and stuff behind, which I've done. So I quite like that. That's about as vintage and grungy as I get, really. So yeah, and I've used some little bits of ephemeras, dangles, and then Mehataj from Boho Needs it is, made these little charms, and I've decorated it with one of those. Another of Tina's jigsaw pages there, jigsaw pockets. Another tuck spot there with a tag, and another of the altered paper clips that I've used just to hold that little card. Another secret pocket here, the same as the lady that did this one at the front. She also did this one, and I thought this was genius too, whereby you take a piece of paper the same as your background page, and you cut it so that it fits perfectly over the images underlying, so that it gives you the impression it's just one piece of paper. And then you've got another of those secret writing spots, and you've got a secret pocket to house it in. But obviously my pockets are not quite as deep to tuck it right in, but you get the gist. Another pocket here, just a simple pocket housing 3 tags, and I've used some Hessian flowers on there, and it's got a little envelope there with some lace trim. Another one of these flippy flappy pieces there, which I loved. And then I've used some of the leftover script from Edith Holden page. Rather than waste it, I've used those as sentiments on some of the pages there. I've made an up tuck, so you can just tuck things up underneath that to hold it in place. Little tag, and there's paper clip holding it in. This was another project, again, Rachel and Bella's altered book page, and this is really vintagey, so I've got to be really careful because it's so delicate. It's just falling apart, really. So that was one of the altered book pages. And another lady did these lovely belly bands with the butterflies made out of, I've made that out of, I was going to say glassine bag, but it's not, it's out of vellum. There we go. You can use that as a tuck spot there. And the dies that I've used are to, you know, shape the butterflies with, cut the butterflies out, sorry. What I've done here is I've printed this image onto vellum and then put it over the same piece of paper, but you have to try and match it up, but you get like a double image. You get like a double image of it. I thought that was something a bit different. And the centre pages there, I've got to do something in the centre. And that's the other half. And then this was a project by Angela Kerr, and hers was a belly band, but it's also a tuck spot as well. So it's got a tag in there, which I thought was lovely. You just tuck those in so they don't get caught, that's it. And then it's got a tuck spot at the back. And then this was another project that was done by a lady who made these pinwheels, and she used hers as flowers and put them on the page as flowers, but I've used them on the tops of these tags, and I've kept the tags all together. That's how they come on the page if you print them out, and I've kept them all together as like one large writing spot. Tuck that one in, close it, and then I've housed it in the side of my pocket there, just so that the flowers aren't tucked out too much. Excuse my voice, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Got a simple pocket there with some tags in, sorry, some ephemera. Another altered paper clip there, and a pocket underneath, and with some tickets that are in the kit, and all of these little cards. They're all part of Rachel's kit. And then what I've done is I've put a large image on the back, so that gives you a nice big writing spot, and it's held in place with that altered paper clip, which has got one of the charms on. This was another project done by one of the ladies, Rachel and Bella, from Rachel and Bella, and another one of the altered book page envelopes. And if I bring that more forward, hopefully you can see it. Sorry, this wasn't done by Rachel and Bella. It was done by another lady, I can't remember her name. But what she produced was she did a card, and she wrapped some string around the card and put all her little plant labels in the string. And then what I did, I used some book page to make an envelope, and it's got a tag inside. There we go, with a mushroom on. Just being gentle with this one, because it's really vintagey. And then on the top I used some of the silk, different coloured crinkle seam binding on the top, and some scrappy bits of lace to finish it off, and then decorated the back with some embroidered crocheted doilies. Another flip out, and I've housed, it's got an altered paper clip, and I've housed a large tag. Hope I'm still in screen. that's the end of the third signature. And then signature 4, I've got a big pocket there, and I've got some embossed, really pretty embossed paper. I don't know if you can see that on there. And I've just stained it slightly with a bit of ink. And there's another one of those belly bands with an envelope behind, and I've just finished it with a button and some bits of lace trim, and I've put buttons in the flower on that one. Another one of Jez's lovely project with the pull out, oops a daisy, there we go. And I've just decorated on the front with some bits of trim and sentiments and some of the images from the kit. And then just use some baker's twine. Just remember when you're using your baker's twine to have it long enough to thread right the way through when it's extended. Makes you have a big floppy bow, but not to worry. This was another of the secret envelopes that were made. So you've got a tuck spot there, little envelope inside with some ephemera, and then you pull this out here and you've got a writing spot. Sorry, that was that way. No, it wasn't. Just the way I've decorated it. There we go. And then I've held it with a paper clip. Oops. There we go. And then I've just put a little flower inside there. One of the fussy cuts from the kit. There we are. Just some more simple pages. Some more book page. Another tuck spot there. This was one of Rachel's from the kit. And these are produced by the petals. From the petals that she produced, and all I've done is put a brad through the middle of each of them, and then you can open up your flower to make a full flower, and you can write on the back of them. There we go. And what Rachel's done is she's decorated her pages with them like that, which I thought looked really effective. And she's made them into tuck spots. But I've kept mine together like this. There we are. And just tucked it in there, like so. Another one of Angela's belly bands, which I've got to put something behind, and it's got another tag there, so there's lots of tags in here. Centre pages, another tag. I've sort of tried to grungy up a little bit, and it's got an altered paper clip, so I've put handmade on the back of there. And a stay positive sentiment on the paper clip, which we all need to do. Stay positive. And then I've tucked another tag in the back there. There we go. There's another altered envelope there. Altered envelope, and I've put some fussy cuts in to hold those and use that in the tuck spot there. Another envelope tucked away there, that's full of bits and bobs, and it slides under the paper clip there. And then we've got some more Edith Holden page, lots of writing space. And then this was a belly band that I made myself, and I've just used some cards from the kit and tucked them underneath. So that's what it looks like without. And then this card I've just finished off with some ruffles, and you'll see people making ruffles on the on some of the videos. And then this was one of the projects that a lady made, where she grungied up her tags by putting some eyelets in, and thought it was a great idea. And I've just put some of the tools in the top corner there, and she did a couple of eyelets and then a bit of chain, and hung some, you know, gardening. I mean, here I've got a snail. Oh no, it's a caterpillar, and I think he's actually moved. I think he was hanging a bit further up there, but he's slipped down somehow, unless probably my eyesight. Put a spanner on there, a hammer, things that you would use in the garden shed, and a butterfly. So he's got Pride of Place tucked in there. And that's it. We've come to the end of the journal and the end of our collaboration. Although, as I said before, my journals aren't quite finished yet, but I couldn't wait to show you. And if you've got any ideas of what I could put on the front, or whether you think I should leave as is, I quite like the crochet, but I always find journal covers one of the hardest things to do, you know, when finishing a journal, to do them justice, really. So yeah, I'd be grateful of any feedback, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching, and I hope it's inspired you to go over to the link, the link tree for the collaboration, because the videos will be there for you to watch at your leisure. And if you need any inspiration, or if you've hit that low spot where you're stuck for ideas, do pop along there, because you know that there's so many you know, fab ideas that it'll get your creative juices going. So anyway, until next time, I do hope to see you again. I would be very grateful if you would subscribe to my channel. I am trying to build up my numbers, and I will be doing a video soon, because I'm going to, once I've reached 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a prize, you know, of a journal. So I'm going to make a journal, and it'll be donated as a prize, as a thank you really for everybody who supported me and who watches my videos and leaves me lovely feedback, just as a way of showing my appreciation. So please watch out for that, and as I say, you need to like and subscribe in order for you to take part and leave me a comment. I'd be very grateful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So thanks then. Bye.